Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the Minecraft Ultra Hardcore Experience. You may recognize the location that I'm at right now, and that is because I literally just stopped click. I just clicked record, or I just clicked stop record, whatever the freaking buttons are, and then I clicked record again, and now we're back. We're back and we're doing it again. I gotta haul these over to the nether bit, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna start off by doing that, and then we're going to begin the build. Honestly, I don't remember where I left off at the end of the last episode. There was like a very long cut in between. I hit my first 100 subscribers, which was great. I put together that 100 sub video in between. There might be a little bit of like time parity wrong. I'm pretty sure that portal over there, behind the thing, the portal that's been giving me so many struggles recently, is in the video. And at the time that y'all are, or should, I just ran over here to the portal. My silly brain. I haven't even talking about it, and I ran over to the wrong one. There might maybe be some astute viewers who notice that the portal is in the wrong spot, or like really anything, because there's trees and everything. I would hope that would be cool if someone found out, but the likelihood that it happens is pretty low. Anyways, I'm gonna have to get used to this new portal location. As you could just see, my brain autopilot, and I just went straight to the wrong one and didn't even think about it. Okay, we've got everything. That took a very long time, primarily because I got some stupid, silly issue with, it's a mixture between OBS and Minecraft. When I'm recording my screen in full screen, there is a very high likelihood that whenever I switch back and forth between tabs, my game will crash. And while I was moving these items around, there was a bad memory leak, or at least that's what I'm assuming, and during that, my game saved right after I took items out of my chest. And I lost like maybe a third of these items, and I had to get them back, but it doesn't matter. We're here, and we have the stuff, and it's time to build. Now, this is going to be a very dangerous process, because as I'm placing these magma blocks up there, ghasts can spawn if I'm not spawn-proofing it as I'm going, and if they shoot me, and they knock me off the platform, I'm gonna have to like lava bucket or clutch from way up there, because water's not gonna work. Like I can take that out of my hotbar. It's not gonna help me here. So I'm pretty spooked right now. I'm pretty spooked, but I want this more than I'm willing to sacrifice dying. Okay, that doesn't really make any sense, because if I die, then I'm dead, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with here. Let's start the build. I'm gonna try and knock this out in one sitting, because I want this. I want this. I want it so bad. You don't understand. I want this. And we're done. This could not have gone any better. And I don't know why there's nothing spawning right now. There was right before it. There they go. This could not have gone any better. This turned out beautifully. This is easily the best gold farm I have ever built in Minecraft. It is so satisfying, and it's so nice. It's just so easy. Let's take a look. Let's take a look from above. Actually, let's shut this door first so I don't end up getting knocked out. I don't take damage in here, but just in case, I need to keep myself fine. Look at this. It's so pretty. It's so nice. And this is the first step out of 2. Next episode, we are doing villages so I can capitalize on all of this gold that I'm getting. I spent just like a little bit of time. Like, you can see how fast I'm getting experience. It's obviously very slow right now because I'm level 153 right now, which is great. I'm never going to have to breed up those tons of cows again. It's going to stop screwing with my world. This is going to solve so many problems. Look at all this gold I've got. This is free. This is so free. Of course, like it's getting filled up with junk items right now. So I need to put in an item filter to actually finish this design. And then, of course, you know, move up an enchanting setup and stuff to utilize all this experience. This is going to be where the new enchanting setup's going to be. I'm not going to remove the one next to my house, but I'm going to set up a new one here. Of course, that's going to make the one by the house pretty much obsolete, because I'm never going to have experience when I'm there. I'm going to be doing all of my stuff here, because just this is where the experience is. But it is great. There's something down here that I need to show off. This whole thing wasn't built like low enough, or sorry, high enough. Let me show up. I have a mod that can show me essentially where mobs can spawn. And so if you come down here, you'll see that there was an area down here that I just kind of took a pickaxe and then just spam broke around according to where these lines were, and I cleared out as much as I could so that nothing can spawn around here. But I mean, of course, as you can still see, there are the occasional bits here and there where I missed and that they'll spawn. There's some there. There's some over here somewhere. Yeah, like I think that one's spawnable, or one of them over here is spawnable. But there are improvements that could be made. But honestly, with these rates, I don't need to make them, and I don't think I ever will. Of course, later down the line, I plan on just making better and better designs of these kinds of mob farms. Maybe I'll have goals in the future that just require truckloads of gold, and I think that'll be a fun thing to get. And you know, I'll make a better one in the future. But as of now, this is going to satiate me for the long haul easily. It's just, I could not ask for anything better. So I think the plan for now, before I want to move on into anything else in this episode, I want to do a little test. I'm going to set up some item filters so I can filter out all the junk, and I'm going to AFK up here and time it to see what our rates are, to see how much gold we'll be getting. I want to know the numbers. I want to see. So let's cut to once that is done. I'm going to put together everything and I'll be back. Okay, so what we've got here is roughly 30 minutes of progress. I haven't really done any work with this yet. This is just like straight up here. I'm going to move it all over to this chest. 30 minutes. This is this is a short amount of time for that much gold. Look at my level. I'm 192 again. I love this kind of stuff so much. I freaking love automated systems like this. Just automating stuff in general all the time. I love it. It's so fun. I'm going to compress all this down so we can see it in block form. Okay, I decided to do an ingots because I think that's a little bit better for representation. Blocks don't really, I don't think they show off as much. Anyways, that's a lot of ingots. And this is about, like that, what's it, 3, 4, 8, 8.5? That's 30 minutes, 8 stacks of gold ingots. That's about a stack of golden apples an hour. Now, that is like a long amount of time to get a stack of food, but those apples will last me a while. A stack of apples will last me a while. And this is fully AFKable, so I could just do this overnight, get my 8 stacks of apples, and just be set for a long time. So this system is perfect and exactly what I want. So now I get to move on to trying to tell y'all what I have been continuously forgetting to say. Every time I jump in and do one of these segments, there's just one other thing that I'm trying to say, but it doesn't come out. I honestly cannot remember what I was trying to tell y'all. I swear, it came into my mind so many times, like throughout recording and throughout the day, because that gold farm bit took at least like 2 days to get out, because it took me all night to build it, and then I had to go to bed, and then I went to class, and I woke up, and then I came back again, and I messed around a bit, and I recorded. So I had all that time to think about what I was supposed to say, but I just forgot about it. So you might be wondering why I ran over here. We have done nothing in this area. Now that I'm done with those cows, I have all the experience I could ever want. I have all the cow meat, all the cow hide. I'm set with those. I don't need them anymore. They're so much more of a problem than they're a benefit now. I need to begin setting up a farm for each and every animal so that I can have a nice place for them to be. So my plan is to have, like a building here for cows, and then a building there for sheep, and then a building for pigs, and then a building for horses, some rabbits, llamas, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of fun stuff. This whole area over here, at least right now in my head, is just a big spot for farming things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through and I'm going to build just a little outline for all of the buildings, because I used up all of my outlines over there, all of my little building spots. Over here, we need outlines for all of the new farms. So let's do that. Okay, so I know this is like less than there are animals in Minecraft, but I just kind of want to start here. I'm just going to throw down a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little outlines for houses. So like the idea is going to be right here is going to be like the main building area. And then over here is going to be some undercover stables. And the roof is going to extend out a bit around like that. So there's some shaded area. And then there's going to be like a fence that's all fenced in. It has all of their living stuff like water and food. And that's going to repeat for all of them. House, stables, overhang, fence, all along like that. Same for this one, and that one, and probably any more that I decide to add in this area. And so for the next chapter of this episode, we are going to get this one built, just so I can show you kind of what I'm thinking and my idea for the rest of the area. So I'm going to go gather materials. Alright, here's what I got. I kind of just grabbed a bunch of things that I thought would work. I'm not planning on using a ton of spruce logs. This is just for the main house, the main building bit right here. All of this over here, I kind of want to be lighter, or not lighter, but like thinner. I want it to be made out of stuff like fences and fence gates and what are they called? The campfires? Yeah, you know, the campfire, but with like no fire, whatever that is. Trapdoors and the such. No, I want to see if I can do something with acacia. I never build with acacia. But like on the topic of thin, I'm thinking the acacia trapdoors would look pretty nice. Here, let me make some real quick. So even though the color is a little weird, I think that the vertical lines given by it is something that I should be able to use, and I should be able to make work. So, you know, as is with all of my building, no plan going into this. I'm just gonna start and we're just gonna do it. And yeah, so let's get to the time lapse. And here we have it. Isn't that beautiful? I'm actually really, I'm a big fan of the way this turned out. So let's put it into viewing mode. Let's turn on some shaders. Let's turn off my HUD. Let's give it the luxury that it deserves. Oh, whew. This guy scares me. What's up, buddy? You coming here to see the house tour? So of course, elephant in the room. Maybe these? I'm not quite sure. I am a big fan actually of the way the color of these guys shows up. Now, little fun fact, I'm actually like a bit colorblind, so I know that these are orange, but I'm not quite sure how orange. They look fine to me, they blend in with everything, and I think it looks really good, but these might just be glaringly obvious, just that they're wrong for you guys. I'm not quite sure, tell me in the comments, tell me what you think. They look fine to me, hopefully they're fine to you too. I didn't really do much on the inside, I just kind of have it. Well, that can't be like that. I wanted to have the doors automatically open and close. Okay, anyways, yeah, here's the inside. The inside is just completely dead. We'll decorate it whenever I go through and decorate everything else. This build wasn't focused on the inside. This was all about exterior, which I had a lot of fun with, by the way. If you might not have noticed by now, freaking everything is spruce. The entire building is spruce. I'm such a fan of spruce right now. I'm loving it. I have so much of it, and I feel like it's just doing so well. But I think it works really good. I think it works really well. And I did a whole lot of, like, I tried to get a whole lot of variation in the outside of the building. Don't really know why, it just kind of felt right. And I think it did. I think it did okay. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking for all of the rest of them. Just something like this. Got the overhang. This is where animals can come in and out. And then I'll put in the fence later, but just imagine like this, except all over these. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be really cool. And so back into normal mode, let's move on to step 3. On the way over, I might mention that I just realized that the mini HUD mod, this guy right here, can give me a really neat little day counter. So I'm gonna leave that up on the top left. Hopefully it's not that much of an issue. It doesn't look like that much of one to me, and it kind of just disappears if you're not looking at it that much. Of course, since it's pretty dark here in the nether, it sticks out a bit, but whenever I go to the overworld in a little bit, if you're not looking at it, it's kind of just going to disappear. So I think I'm going to leave that up there, because it gives a really nice kind of like point of reference of kind of how long I've been playing or where I am. And I just think seeing like a big day number up there will be a really fun thing to look at in the future. So I'm gonna leave that there, just as long as I can, as long as I will. I like it. So, on to the final part of this episode, the tunnel. I am completely lost on what I want to do with this spot. So my original design, I'll throw up a mock-up right here, was to kind of make a crafting table, have it be some kind of like a 3D illusion using the depth of space that I have available to me. Because of how deep and how long this tunnel is, I was planning on kind of like pixel arting a crafting table that looks as if it's coming out at you, but the entire thing is built stretching inwards down into the tunnel. I have come to the conclusion that that will be ridiculously hard to do, and I would rather not. It would look really cool, like as you step left and right and watch like the crafting table kind of rotate. I don't think I really want to do that right now. That is way too brain busy for me. I think what I would rather do, and what I think might be nicer, is to just have like, this is what I'm thinking now. A set of maybe color-themed tunnels that go down. So this would be the first one. And then I can separate them by something as I stretch out maybe that way, and then I'll go forward and stretch out again. Maybe some kind of separation between each of these tunnels. I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm thinking a repeating pattern would be nice. Something that I could just kind of do and then move and then do the exact same thing instead of having to wrap my head around the way this shape bends as if it were going in, which hopefully y'all can understand. Hopefully y'all can wrap your head around it. It's kind of similar to the way that dinosaur illusion works, where if you walk around it, the dinosaur's head turns a little bit. So yeah, the plan as it stands is not to do that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask for help. If y'all can come up with anything, something that y'all would like to see and have this tunnel be decorated, anything, drop in the comments. And not only do I want to, but I kind of need to know your opinion. I am lost and I want to know what looks good here. And so now marks a good time to end this episode here. I would like to extend a huge thanks to the following people for subscribing to my channel: Joe Drummer, Ethan the Werewolf, Target TJ, Gus Mudkip, Giraffester, STS and XTNS, and Zaloot Sky. Huge thank you to all of these members right here. Look at this, it's so nice. It started to go nice and long, so pretty. Exactly what I wanted for this. If you would like to join these amazing members in this tunnel right here and become a part of my world, please subscribe to my channel and drop a comment saying that you did. YouTube doesn't tell me whenever people subscribe, you have to yourself. It's silly that it does that, but that's just how it is. I would love to thank you personally for subscribing to my channel. It means a ton. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will see y'all in the next video.